Hey everybody, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world. Today is day 3 of the challenge from writer's block to bestseller, and I'm super duper excited to be sharing with you today. But first, I want to shout out to all the people who've joined so far. Thank you for being on. Thank you for being here on time. I know it is a commitment to you, but that also tells me how committed you are to your success and how much you want to get your book done. I want to give a special celebration shout out to a couple people who did their homework yesterday. Vivian, thank you for your video. Oh goodness, I hope I'm not going to miss anybody. Vivian did her video, Tika did her video, and Pamela did her video in the little thread. So if you want to look at Pamela's video, you got to go into the comments in the thread that has the actual text for the assignment. If you're just hopping on with us on day 3, don't worry. You can still go back and watch the replays for day 1 and day 2, which I really recommend, because I'm going to be giving away a copy of my latest best-selling book called Easy Writer, which is named after my signature program, Easy Writer Guaranteed Amazon Bestseller Program, which I will tell you a lot more about a little bit later today as we wrap up. So we have been actually saving starfish this week, which is kind of fun. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the hashtag starfish, then you need to go watch day number 1. All right, so today let's hop into it. We are going to be talking about discovering what you should never assume about having your book on Amazon so that you can actually monetize your book properly. Because we're not writing the book just to have a book, right? We actually want something to happen from it. It's not vanity, it's not a business card. It is a book that is going to generate profits for us if we leverage it right. Then we're also going to talk about what you should never do after your book launch, because it's a real big buzz killer. So if you're just hopping on with us now, wave, say hello, send me a thumbs up, give me an emoji, tell me who you are. Hey, Esme. And yeah, let's get in it. All right. So here's the thing. One of the things I think people don't realize about becoming a bestseller is that when you have a strategy and a marketing plan to do it, it's actually fairly straightforward. And it can be fairly simple as well. It's really about the cover and the description and the keywords and the categories and the number of books that you sell, right? You set that up right and bam, bestseller, here I come, right? Hey, Alexander and Alma Sheila. Cool. The Instagram names, I'm telling you what, I butcher, so I apologize if I'm doing that to you. I don't mean to, so please forgive me for that. All right, so that's all the stuff that I said there has nothing to do with the inside of the book, right? They're buying your book based on the promise of what's inside it and how it's going to help them, right? They don't know anything about the inside, right? Hi, Zorbas. So give me an emoji if that was a hashtag aha moment for you, that selling the book really has nothing to do with the inside. Hey, Vivian, we just celebrated you. Great job on your homework. Yay. So let's talk about those two parts a little bit more, right? So I want you to just drop in the comments hashtag easy writer, because easy writers know about these two important parts. And if you want to be one, let's take a listen, okay? So we know now that the outside of your book gets it to bestseller. And I just shared all the things that were from the outside. But the one thing you have to know about Amazon is that it's not going to just start promoting your book. And that is the one thing that you should never assume, okay? Don't assume that just because you have a book on Amazon that all of a sudden they're going to be pushing it out, promoting it, all that stuff. It's actually kind of funny that every once in a while I get these emails and it says, based on your buying preferences and purchases in the past, because I buy my clients books, they say, you might be interested in this book. And they show me my own book. It's kind of funny. Hey, Lando. Hey, Glenn. So, oh my gosh, hilarious, right? They show me my own book. So whatever they're doing, not quite like working for me there. So you need to know they're not going to promote on your behalf, right? Kind of a bummer. I actually thought with my first book that purely having it on Amazon, that people would be able to find me. The content was good. People needed it. And so, yeah, they would just start buying the book. But it was a huge letdown knowing that that didn't actually happen. Hey, little money. Side note as well that you need to know, a publisher is not going to sell your books either. Now, some people think that if they just go out and get a publisher, this is going to save them time. This is going to save them headaches. It's going to whatever. But in my view, it actually creates more headaches for you. You lose out on creative rights. You lose out on, I guess, control, because I'm a control freak. You lose out on control of how the cover is, this and that. Actually, Brendan Burchard wanted his, what is this book? Life's Golden Ticket. He wanted it to open up and have gates and a ticket in the back. And the first run of it, his publisher said, no, you can't have it like that. Now that he's big and famous, he's gone back and done it the way he's wanted it to. But he wasn't able to do that at first because he had to fit inside their rules, right? So tell me if you're a little bit of a control freak and you don't want to follow anybody else's rules, you're not going to like a publisher either. And the other thing is they are going to ask you to pitch to them how many people are in your community, how many people you think you can get from your community to buy your book, like how active your community is, how engaged they are, like all that stuff. These days, it's not just publishers, but like everybody is asking what's the engagement. It's not just all about the followers and how many numbers you have, it's about the engagement. So if you want to sell your book, you've got to have a plan, right? So, what's that quote? Failing to plan is planning to fail, right? So you can't just write your book and go, oh, I'm done, and just think you're just done forever. You're not done. There has to be a plan if you want to consistently sell your book. And your plan has to run consistently to get it to consistency. Hey, Tika, we celebrated you earlier about your video. Way to go. I'm so excited to see it. So, right? Thumbs up, you understanding what I'm saying about you need a plan, the outside of the book, the publisher and all that, right? So another side note, the other thing, I think we kind of talked about this the other day, is that earning your rent or utilities or your mad money or your travel money or your vacation money off royalties kinda stinks, okay? So on a 99-cent book, you're only gonna make 35 cents, right? Dijbuka, I hope I said that. She said yes, or he said yes. I'm excited. Awesome. Thank you, right? So even if you raise your price, let's say it's $5 in your royalties or whatever, how many books are you really going to need to sell in that month if you really want to live the life you desire? Not just to survive, but to live and thrive. Hey, Mandeep. So if your mortgage is or rent is $1,000, I'm just using $1,000 as an easy round number. It might be closer to $2,000 or $3,000, right? How many books do you have to sell just to keep the lights on, right? So that's 200 books if you're getting $5 in royalties, right? Just for $1,000. We're not talking taxes or any of those other crazy things, right? And what do we talk about on day one, right? How to flow your book into a product, because that is where, what? The cha-ching is, right? That's where the money is. It's in the upsell. We don't care about those piddly royalties, right? Yeah? Send me a, what do you call it? The money emoji, the sack of money emoji. I love those. Okay, so if you look at statistics, now these statistics are kind of old, but they said that, hey, Lewis, that most authors only sell 250 copies of their book during the lifetime of their book. Now that's everybody. I'm talking about every single person, not just business books, okay? So I don't know the statistics on that, but just think about it. 250 books for the lifetime of the book. Now we're going to do a lot better than that because we're going to have a plan. But that's just a reference point for you. Hey, Pamela, we celebrated you earlier. Great job on your video. So now let's talk about the inside of the book, because there's two parts, right? We just talked about the outside, which is what is going to sell the book. Hey, Phil. And now let's talk about the second part, the inside, right? Remember? The outside sells it, the cover, the description, the categories, right? The inside is about upselling those clients with your book, right? You have to seed it properly. You have to put meaningful things inside. Let them know that you have another product. Let them know that this is not the end of their journey. It's just like when I started this, and yes, I'm gonna point out exactly what I'm doing to you guys, right? Full transparency in marketing here. I told you guys at the beginning of this challenge, I was going to share with you my Easy Writer Guaranteed Amazon Bestseller program. I also said you would want to do this if you want to deepen your experience and expand your learning from what we're doing in these 3 days. And that's what you need to do with the book as well. Once they're connected to your story and all those other things, then it's just like, you got them. They want more. Hey, Emma. So what are the criteria and requirements that you are looking for a person who'd like to be an author of a book? Well, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to have a book. I guess that's the end of that. It's really a desire in your heart that you know you can have much greater impact, that you have a story that you need to share, that you have learnings and journeys and things that you know are going to help somebody else. Thanks for the question. So remember that Amazon isn't going to give you email addresses either. We talked about that dang privacy policy. So you got to figure out a way, a different way to get those emails, grow your list, get them into your community and nurture them, nurture them, nurture them, nurture them. Like I'm doing right now. I'm nurturing you guys. Did you realize that? So that they will then become your client. Vivian says, juicy. Love what you're giving us. Awesome. I'm glad that this is good for you. Lewis sent me the money emoji. Yes, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, proceeds. So you then can turn those readers into clients when they reach out to you. Pretty cool, right? So tell me how it would feel to feel like you were chasing people, going after people, trying to get them into your like hot little hands, into your clutches. How would it feel to stop chasing them and they just started inboxing you? Huh, right? What if you could wake up to people messaging you? I need to work with you. I want to know more about your services. Can you tell me more about what you do? I think I need your help. Like I get messages like that all the time. I do not go out and try to get discovery calls anymore. They are showing up in my message box asking me if they can sign up, asking me if they can get on my scheduler to talk about how they can write their book, right? So hashtag starfish. Oh my gosh, starfish, right? Your starfish need to be inboxing you. This is how you do it. All right, what is the starting process to make it possible? I've been dreaming of that already for a long time. Ooh, Alma Sheila, you need to stay to the end so that you could get hooked up with my Easy Writer program, all right? No problem. Keep asking away. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. Vivian says, love it. Pamela says, that'd be great. And starfish, starfish, starfish. Okay, like I said, if you don't know why we're hashtagging starfish, it's in day one. I really think that starfish thing is gonna be a thing for me, but I don't know how I'm gonna tell everybody in the world why we hashtag starfish. So I guess I'm gonna have to tell the story a lot. Pamela says she wants to have starfish in her inbox. Yes. Now, you may be wondering as well what that buzzkill was that I was talking about earlier. Well, if you think of marketing your book, and I call it creating a buzz like Hollywood inside the Easy Writer program, what happens after a movie is no longer running. You tell me, what happens after it's done? Buzz gone? talk about it is dying off, right? So there's this trailer and it's like, oh, Star Wars is coming out in 6 months. We're doing the next episode, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's like, we're doing it in 2 years, right? They're really got a long, 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 long time that they're going to create that buzz. And then what happens? You go to the box office and everybody's excited. Everybody's talking about it. You get done with it and everybody's talking about it. They're talking about their friends. They go see it again. They buy tickets for their friends. They, like all that stuff, right? Tika, yay, thank you for the sacks of money. Starfish, starfish, starfish. So what happens afterwards? Something else comes along the way, right? And that one's not at the box office anymore. And then the buzz dies down. That's the buzz killer that you do not want with your book. Vivian says coming to Redbox. That's right. The buzz goes back up when it comes out on DVD and then it comes out on Redbox and then you get to see it in the airplane and everything, right? But what you don't want to happen with your book is you launch it and everybody's all excited and everybody's talking about it, sharing, they love it, go buy it, go buy it, go buy it. And then after your launch is done, crickets. That's what you don't want. You have to keep talking about your book and you talk about it and you talk about it and you talk about it like you are a broken record, all right? People don't care, and if they already have it, it's all right, because guess what? They love it. And if they love it, they don't mind if you keep talking about it. And they'll be like, yes, I have it, I have it, I have it, right? They'll feel like the people that are like, ooh, I'm kind of elite because I have the book that she's talking about. I have the book that everybody's talking about, right? Hi, Ritash. Oh my gosh, Alamidridib. I'm so sorry. Oh, the Instagram names are killing me. Turkia's girl. I am like, it just kind of trails off. I don't know. But welcome everybody, right? No more crickets. Starfish inboxing, says Vivian. Yes, 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 yes. In fact, Frank Kern and Callan Rush, if you've heard of them, they have been using the same book for years to get people on their email list. And I believe I read somewhere that Brandon Burchard only uses his book. Like, don't quote me on that. I don't know. Hey, Clifford. So do you think that they would be doing that if it wasn't profitable, if it wasn't working, if it wasn't a strategy that was good for their business? Hey, Hamstrong. Surely after years and years of having their book out, they would have figured out if it was working, right? So if they've been doing it for 4 or 5 years, it's got to be working, right? So we got to get on to that if you don't have a book yet, right? So now imagine this. I want to do a little bit of math because I am a math major, even though I help people write books. Now imagine this. How many books do you think you could get into the hands of your ideal clients each month? Hi, Tracy. Each month. Okay, so like I kind of geek out about math, so I'm gonna get really excited about this part. How many books do you think you could get into the hands of ideal clients? Now, giving your book to the homeless person on the corner or handing it to the grocery cart clerk, unless they're ideal client, it could be, or leaving it there for your waitress, like not the same, okay? I'm talking about ideal clients per month. What number would you think is easy for you? Because we're about easy. What number? So comment below with the number of the books. And then what we're going to do is think about your percentage closing rate, okay? I told you I geek out about math. Is your closing rate 10%? Is it 20%? Is it more than that? Like, are you a closing rock star or are you like a little bit on the other end? And it's okay, whichever one, no judgment at all, right? And then what is your product price? So drop those things in. How many books do you think you could get into the hands of ideal clients? 2. Vivian says 2. Or is that 2 that you're going to close? And then what's the price of your product? So let's just use 10 as a even number, because like I told you yesterday, 10. I like 10. It's just easy to work with. Just add a 0, take a 0 off, move a decimal point. Anyways, so let's say you get your book into the hands of 10 ideal clients per month. Let's say your closing rate is 10%. Hey, Robert. Or 20% or 30%. Tika says 6 books. All right, cool. So also tell me what's the price of your product. All right, I'm gonna say a product is 500, let's just say $500, okay? So 10 people, let's go on the low end. So let's say your closing rate is 10%. Okay, Vivian says she's changing hers because Esme says 10. Vivian, you can have whatever number you want, no judgment from anybody, okay? So 10 people, 10%, that means you're gonna close one person per month, all right? And your product price is $500. $500. So you just made $500. If you would have been, depending on royalties, let's go back to that, $5 in royalties, you have to sell 100 books to get $500, right? So if you just do it this way instead, you see where I'm going with this, even if you're not fantastic at math, right? You see where I'm going with this? Okay, Vivian says 1,000. Or sorry, Esme says 1,000. Vivian says yay. Robert says hello. Hi. I'm telling you what, I have progressives, and like the little teeny tiny words are so hard to read sometimes, but okay, you see where I'm going with this? Do you see just how much money you are leaving on the table without your book written, and how much easier it is to have those conversations with people when they have your book already? How much are they going to know about you, know about your products, know about your story, be connected to you before you even talk to them? So if your closing rate is 10%, it probably is going to raise to 20 or 30 because you've written your book properly, you've seeded it, you've put the right stories in it, you've made it meaningful. And now when people are reaching out to you, your starfish are in your inbox, they're really just inboxing you because they want to make sure you're not like a creeper. They're probably just inboxing to make sure that you're not some weirdo, that it's as good as they're imagining, that like they're probably thinking, this is too good to be true. I'm so connected to this person. Could this possibly be that this is the help that I've been looking for, right? So 10 people, let's say 20%, and we'll use Esme's $1,000 for her product, right? 10 people, 20%, 2 people have closed $1,000 per product. She's made $2,000. Hey, Scott, I haven't seen you in so long. Hey, Michael, too. All right, so think about that. If you could get your book in the hands of 10 people, like what would you need to do that? Who would you need to be to do that? And then could you take the 10 and make it 20? Because in the same example, 20 people turn into 4 people, turn into $4,000 for Esme. Right, Vivian? Right, Robert? Right, Scott? Hey, right, Joan? Hello? Okay, so do we geek out about the math so far enough? You see how excited, like, was this an aha moment for you? Hashtag me aha moment. If this all of a sudden was like, bam, oh my gosh, my book is not an expensive business card. It is a profit generator. It's part of the flow of my client's journey. And by doing the book correctly, I get starfish in my inbox. Ah, right? Oh my word. Okay, so I'm going to give you your assignment now. Your assignment is this, and I will put it again, the text, I will put that into the Write Your Biz Book Facebook group. So if you're watching on Instagram, you got to go to Write Your Biz Book Facebook group to join us with the rest of the assignments so that you can get your points, so that you can actually get a free copy, win a free copy of my Easy Writer book. Okay? Right. Ooh, hey Steph. Hi, honey. All right, so this is what you're gonna do for your assignment. Ready, 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 ready? I state your name. And you're not supposed to put state your name in. Like, that's an old joke, okay? Your name, will get my book into the hands of blank number of people per month and offer blank product. Blank people will buy the product for blank investment. And yes, there's a lot of blanks because this is your thing, right? For investment each equals blank each month. I think I just butchered it because I said something in the middle. I will not leave any money on the table by not having my book written, okay? Your name, will get my book into the hands of blank people per month and offer blank product. The name of your product goes there. Blank people will buy the product for blank investment each, which equals blank each month. That's how much you're making per month by getting your book into the hands of the right people. I will not leave money on the table by not having my book done. Hey, Rose. Hi, Brishadash. All right, Steph, I thought I was watching an old video. She didn't think I was live. But honey, you know that this is a new necklace. So Stephanie, if you guys don't know, Stephanie who joined, Stephanie Laskawa is my daughter. She's also my photographer, my graphics designer, my cover designer, my editor, my everything. Yes, I just said, honey, you're my everything. You were with me when I bought this. I just recently bought this necklace. So yes, it's definitely a new video. All right, so make this declaration, and remember, there's no judgment. Don't look at other people's numbers and then change yours. If your product is $200, don't be like, oh my gosh, I need to make $1,000 product. No, you don't. You need to be exactly where you are right now. Don't go changing anything, okay? Tika says, are you going to write it out in the group? Yes, I'm going to write that out in the group so that you don't have to like rewind this 50 times. All right. No judgment about what your numbers are. Just make the declaration. Okay. Make the declaration, because when we make the declarations, that means that we're kind of solidifying it. We're anchoring it into our heads, into our body, that this is something that we want, that we desire, that we're going to go after, that we're going to commit to do. All right. Wonderful. Yay. Brandon. Hi. Hibis Sanfin. Okay. Nice to have you guys here. Esme, I will not leave any money on the table. Yes. Vivian saying hi to Steph. All right. So here's a thing that I want to talk about just briefly. We get so caught up in all the hows all the time that we become paralyzed, right? You look at something, it either looks overwhelming or it's like, I've never done this before. How am I going to do this? And we procrastinate, or we blame other things. We blame time instead of the real thing. The real thing is just the plain fact that we don't know how because we've never done something before, right? Thanks, Brandon. Hey, thanks, Rose. So it's kind of like that, you know, training wheel, the bike thing, whatever. You get somebody else to help you because they've done it before, and eventually they can release the back of the bike, and there you go, down the hill all by yourself without knowing that somebody has released their hold and their help, and you can do this by yourself, right? So when we know how, we replace that fearful ignorance that we have, and we can replace that then with excitement, with feeling like we're looking forward to something, right? And then we can then fulfill our mission in bigger ways when we show up and actually write the book. So now I want to tell you that if you've been stuck about your book, if you've enjoyed everything that we're talking about, and you feel like you need more help, that you need more expansion, you need deeper, you need to go deeper with all of this, right? Guess what? I know the hows that you might not know, because I've done it in the 10 books that I've had, and I've learned, and I flopped on my face, and I screwed up, and I re-uploaded, and I like reformatted it, I redid so many things. And I've also helped 92 others become bestsellers. So type in hashtag EasyWriter if you're excited about your book. Vivian says, my declaration. Pamela says, all the money goes into my pocket, none left on the table. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Hope, good to see you. Oh my gosh, I am so excited that you guys are not going to be leaving money on the table anymore. I am ecstatic. You cannot even believe, all right? So I've mentioned my EasyWriter Guaranteed Bestseller, Amazon Bestseller Program each day, and today I want to really make a serious, really serious invitation. Hey, Neen, right? I want you to really think about what we've talked about in the last 3 days. How possible this is for you, right? Rose says, you are amazing. I never see I love you, and I wish all the best to you. Thank you so much, Rose. Hey, Hope, doing well. All right, everybody's typing EasyWriter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, no money left on the table, right? So here's the thing. and this is only if it's for you, because I know that it's not for everyone, and it's okay if it's not for you. But if you're ready to save the starfish and quit leaving money on the table without your book done, you can't go do these things, right? So then this is for you. If you're feeling really, really convicted and feeling that nudge that this is what you need to be doing, I want you to go check out the Easy Writer program. And I did write this backwards yesterday. I'm so good, so proud of myself. Of course, I have to not give it to you upside down, right? Esme says she's in the Easy Writer program and she loves it. Thank you so much for saying that, Esme. So the promise in the Easy Writer program is that you'll become a best-selling author if you just follow this simple step-by-step process inside the program. And here's the thing I want to tell you. Bestseller is icing on the cake. Bestseller isn't the destination. Helping the starfish, making an impact, growing your reach around the world, sharing your story, living the life that you were meant to live, freeing your time, stopping to chase the clients. That's what it's really about. It's not so much about, I'm gonna get to bestseller, but of course, I'll guarantee it since you like it. Since most people like that, right? So the program, the length of the program is 10 months long and is broken up into 2 parts. So the first part is the live part that starts February 4th, right? And it's gonna be 12 modules, so it's gonna be the first 3 months. We go from picking your topic, all that pre-book writing stuff that we talked about day 1, sharing your story, how to be impactful with sharing your story, figuring out your content, weaving it together, seeding it, publishing it. Yes, you're gonna self-publish it, and like I said the other day, if you can attach a document to an email, you can do this. And I know you can attach a photo to your social media, so you guys can do this, all right? It's not as scary, it doesn't have to be as scary as we make it out to be. It's just that it's the first time, it's never been done by you before, so of course it feels scary. That's not something that's surprising, right? So we do all that, and then we create your bestseller launch and get you to bestseller guaranteed. You just follow the steps, right? Hope says, why see you doing right now? I'm not sure what that means. I think she means, why am I only just seeing this? I don't know. I don't go on live as much on Instagram as I do on Facebook. All right, so part 2 then, this is the part that has never been seen before and will never be seen again in this program. Months 4 through 10, I will have live group calls, okay? And we're gonna learn how to do book funnels. I am going to show you the backside of my tech and all that if you need it. I'm going to share about pitching media because I've been seen on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Entrepreneur.com, HuffPost, Thrive Global, BuzzFeed, Writer's Digest, Funnel Magazine, like I don't know, I could go on and on, right? How do you do that? You leverage your book, your story, your credibility, your authority, all that stuff that the book is gonna give you, right? Just like I said, bestseller is the icing on the cake. It helps you do the other things. The credibility, the expert status helps you then leverage and really kick off the rest of your business. We're gonna have also guest experts in PR, speaking, mindset, branding, graphics design, photography, and all those things. You can even request some if you'd like. And like I said, part 2 has never been done before, and it's never going to be done again. It will only run one time like this before I break it off into 2 separate programs. All right, so, oh yeah, finishing to the launch to bestseller, if you do that within the first 6 months, you'll be eligible to be included in the Easy Writer press release that I'm going to do that will include all the people who have gotten to bestseller from that group of people that are writing their book starting in February or prior to that. Esme, I know that you're writing your book right now. You will be included as well. All right, but here's the thing. Wait, there's more. There is a crazy bonus overload happening right now until November 25th for Black Friday. And you guys are one of the first to know about this. I want to give you the first right of refusal to see it, to hear about it, to get in before it gets all full up, right? And you're getting $7,844 in bonuses. Oh, Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So hashtag me Easy Writer if you're excited about this. Remember that Easy Writer is only going to run once that way, right? And the value of Easy Writer is well over $7,500 by itself to $10K, right? But you can get in for just 6 payments of $482. Yes. Or you can get an additional $500 off with the full pay plan and just pay $2,497 one time. Oh my word, right? And this is what I know. With the track records of the graduates from Easy Writer and those ones who have finished the whole entire program, written their book and launched, like they've done the whole entire plan, 100% of them have gotten to bestseller. 100% of them have gotten their books out. 100% of them have the credibility, authority, the expert status that they need in their industry if they're leveraging their book, right? And here's the thing, I guarantee the process anyway, right? Which means to you that being part of the Easy Writer is a low risk to no risk investment in yourself. And think of all the money you're leaving on the table without your book done, right? So if you want to check out the page with the details, again, here it is. If you want to look at the bonuses, it's at a different bit.ly. Hey, Tyler. And I didn't write that one out. So if somebody wants to type this one in, it's bit.ly/easywriterbonuses. Okay? Coupon code for $500 off is bestseller, and for the 6 pay, it's $500 off for $500 off on the full pay, and then bestseller for the 6 pay plan, but it's all in there, so you don't really have to remember it. So in closing, I want to share some of my affirmations with you and some of the declarations that I've made. I've never really done this before, and there's a part of me that was like, should I do this? What are they gonna think? What if they think I'm cuckoo? And then the thing was, you know what? I need to be an example, and I need to do exactly what I want you guys to do, which is to step over some of those fears. Cuckoo, hey Jones. So I wanna share some of these things with you that I have in and Steph gave me this really cool notebook. So these are declarations that I have that I read that help me to get grounded and get into a high vibe for what it is that I want. I don't worry so much about the how. It's about, I'm gonna get there, and then I'm gonna wait for divine inspiration to come to me and tell me what it is I need to do, what you guys need to hear, what are my next steps, what are these ideas? And then I don't really, and this is one of the things people say to me a lot is, how do you get so much done? Here's how, you just get so much done. It's because I don't sit on divine inspiration. I don't sit on ideas. I do evaluate them and see if it's true for me and if it's something that I should be doing. But then I take action. I take immediate action. And this is why I've grown my business, and I've doubled my business, and I've doubled my business. This is exactly why. And that's why I wanted to share these with you, to show you what's possible for you when you decide to step into that courage, to throw those starfish back into the ocean so they can inbox you, right? Oh, hey, Kale yourself. So here's one. I'm just going to read a few of them out of my journal, okay? Women and men come out of the woodwork to work with me. I have messages in my inbox from people who have investigated my programs, know the cost, and want to start right away. People find me from the most surprising ways, and I get referrals almost daily. The people who contact me are a 10 in urgency and realize what they're missing out on without a book. Hey, Marcia. I do not worry about where their money is coming from. This is one that I work on because we end up being so worried and codependent on other people. And the thing is, when we are so concerned and worried about how other people are going to do it, we end up getting in their way. When really we just need to make the offer and let them decide for themselves if they want it or not. but our job is to make the offer, is to serve. All right, I shouldn't explain each of these, but just had to say that. All right, next one. I bring so much value to my clients' lives. They are thrilled with their investment and feel it's some of the best money they've spent. I want to make sure that at the end of my time, that people will never say it was a waste. Never. So I want to make sure that I'm serving. All right, next one says exactly that. I am inspired daily to serve. The next one, my Easy Writer program enrolls 75 people by February 18, 2018. My affiliates rock it out and are enthusiastic and sold out about my program. My vlog attracts all the people I ever need. My YouTube channel is exponentially growing and going to 100K. Every day, I find time to relax, exercise, and take care of me. My relationship with my boys gets closer and closer. So if Steph is still on, 8.5, she'll know what that means. So that's some of them, that's not all of them, but that's some of the things that I have in my journal that I wanted to share with you. We are all a work in progress. We all have things that, we could do more of in our lives, things that we need to step over, fears of, right? Hey, Rodrigo Marcus, right? So this is where I'm challenging you now. Writing your book sometimes feels scary. It's easy to say we don't have time. But one of the things that my husband says all the time is, we make time for the things that are important to us. And if your book is important, and if those starfish are important to you, then I invite you to consider being part of the journey that many of us will take in February of 2019. All right? Steph says, wait, it should be family and not just the boys. Honey, you're on a different line. I'll share that with you privately, okay? Pamela says, love those affirmations. Thank you for sharing them. You are so welcome. Hey, pal. Hey, Jonah. We are just wrapping up now that you guys are jumping on, so you can watch the replay a little later. All right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the 3-day challenge. I would love your feedback. And also, don't forget about the assignment. It got buried a little bit in what we're talking about, but I will definitely post that. And then I think the deadline is going to be Sunday. I'll go back on Sunday, look at the comments, look at the assignments, and then we will decide and figure out who has won a copy of my Easy Writer book. It literally went to print yesterday. I just got that all put in there, waiting for the approval so that I can get that sent to the house. So you will be one of the first persons to get that in your hot little hands. All right? Yay, Phil says, thank you very much. You're welcome. All right. Check out the group, Write Your Biz Book, if you're on Instagram and you're not in the group yet. I did actually, just so you know, we're going to have new theme posts coming up. And I hope you guys will stay in here and get into the community, ask your questions, and get involved. And I will see all of you who are going to be in the Easy Writer program on the other side. And have a very, very fabulous rest of your day and weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye.